Safira, and today I would like to do a self-reflection oral presentation about cleft lip and cleft palate on week 1. Cleft lip, with or without palate, is the most common craniofacial birth defect with an estimated 250,000 affected babies born each year in the world. Birth defects are emerging as a cause of neonatal mortality in countries that have made progress in control infectious disease and malnutrition. Clefts are referred to as syndromic and non-syndromic based on their association with other anomalies. About 50% of cleft palate and 10% of cleft lip and palate are associated with a syndrome. Some common syndromes associated with cleft lip and palate are Van der Waals, Teacher-Cullen syndrome, Down syndrome, orofacial digital syndrome, Otis syndrome, craniofacial microsomia, and fetal alcohol syndrome. The most common syndromic representation of these traits are Tickler syndrome, counting for 25%, and velocardiofacial or VCF syndrome, counting for 15% of all syndromic cleft palate individuals. Non-syndromic CLP is a complex trait with a multifactorial etiology resulting from gene and environmental interaction. Identification of key genes contributing of the genesis of orofacial cleft will help in early diagnosis, disease prevention, or possibly developing adjunctive therapies. Besides that, cleft lip and cleft palate can be caused by environmental factors such as cigarette smoking, folic acid deficiency during periconceptional period, maternal exposure to alcohol and teratogenic medication such as retinoid, corticosteroid, and anticonvulsants. Maternal diabetes and obesity have also been linked to an increased risk of orofacial cleft. Less consistent associations have been found between cleft and maternal viral infections such as rubella and varicella. If parent is affected and has affected family history but number of child affected 0, the percentages risk change is there to get cleft lip and cleft palate for next child is higher, because right now we have a parent affected and also there is a family history. So if we have childbirth by this parent, they don't have are lucky. But the percentages of nester having is much higher than for a child who does not have a family history. So if you have parents they are affected and also a family history from that family may not be male in the husband or matana or the partner, the chance of the next child having it is much higher than any other child that does not come from this type of the background, right? I think enough. Thank you.